What's up, people? Welcome back to another video. This time I'm gonna go over the one down kill buff 3.5 version. Well, I thought 3.0 was OP, but until I went to do the testing and stuff, oh my goodness, the build just kept getting better and better. So I didn't expect this was turns out much better than the other one, which it was kind of, you know, unpredicted, but yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what you need, and let's do this, shall we? Okay, so everything else still works for the 3.0. The 3.5 is way more faster for speed killing and speed kill, so it's mostly utilized the double blade dance and the chains. So the amount of chains when you get a good RNG is ridiculous. So basically, yeah, it's like the blade dance affects the chains so much, it's ridiculous. Like that's why you know, I show you guys the East 210 one. That was crazy, the amount of DPS and the amount of time. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over the notes. What you guys need. I will post that in the description as usual. So let's get to it. Now the first thing is, it's better if you have this build is definitely better. It's the same as the last one with the Abyssal Gauntlet and Ring of Tranquility, or Abyssal Gauntlet with Abyssal Ring. Those two are really good, depends on how much accuracy you need. And yeah, alright, I'm gonna go over the notes real quick. So without the sword dance build, you need 4 bulwarks, 4 firebolt plus, 3 reaper's wrath plus, 2 emergency evade plus, 2 tiger result plus, 1 Godrobe. The following attack, that one is the I'll show you guys in a bit. That will take 2 buff slots, so this will be you only need 1 because there's not many room left. Now next, Burning Blade plus, Billion Blossom, and Wits End. Now with the 1 sword dance plus build, it's 4 bulwark, 4 firebolt plus, 2 reaper, 2 emergency, 2 tiger, 1 Godrobe, 1 burning blade plus, 1 sword dance plus, 1 billion blossom, and 1 wits end. Now with the 1 sword dance build, it depends on how much accuracy you need. For 210, I have to use the Abyssal Ring because I'm still slightly missing with the Tranquility, even though it is pretty high, but the Abyssal Ring just as powerful as the Ring of Tranquility if you have a really good strength on it. But it comes down to the accuracy, because live wolves use so much strength. So it's basically live wolves are strength build, and yeah, the attacks, it's amazing. That's why it's equivalent to the Ring of Tranquility. But if you can use Ring of Tranquility with a really good, the other 3 stats like the strength, dex, and agility, yeah, it's pretty much GG. So now I'm gonna go over the buffs before I go over the setups. It's pretty much the same as usual. All the 1 down kills are similar in a way. Depends how you set it up. And yeah. So I'm gonna go over the builds, and I'll show you, the buffs, and then I'll show you guys the passives, the customization. Now first thing first, before I go in, like when you see me enter a door, when in the boss room, I will use a galvanize first, and then take it off, because for the Godrobe, following up the follow-up attack, it takes away 1 galvanize, so it minus 1000 R gadgets. So that way you can use 1 galvanize right off the back, because it will be trade-off for that extra follow-up attack. The follow-up attack +1 is literally Blade Dance. So yeah, it's pretty insane. I think only Godrobe gives Blade Dance. I don't know if there's other skill that gives it. I think it used to be the Domain of Gods, but I don't know if it still exists. But there's not really many buff skills gives one buff slot with follow attack, so that's kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Now, once you drop the accelerator, I'm gonna do the 210 version. If you don't need a sword dance plus, see where is it? If you don't need a sword dance plus, use the third Reaper plus, because this is all like chain build, the chain damage. If you get a good RNG with the chains, it will do more damage than pretty much anything. So it's quite insane. But the problem with the RNG chain is kind of bad in this game. Most of the time it doesn't work that well. But if you want to go for a certain amount of time, you just have to hope for a good RNG for the chain build. When that level 4 chain, when it does work, yeah, it is insane. Now I'm gonna drop the accelerator first. I'm gonna drop a sword dance plus. Now I'm gonna put one galvanized back. Okay, now it's time for trade-off. I'm gonna trade a Godrobe for a galvanized. The galvanized will disappear. Alright, bring it back. And then just buff the Burning Blade and Billion Blossom, and then let's take off Alicization. Galvanize plus, firebolt. Now let's do Burning Blade, and that's done. Swap off firebolt plus. Now, like I say last time, I prefer to do the if you're doing the East 210, do Firebolt Plus and Bulwark last because they run out so fast. So I'm gonna use Emergency Evade first, same as Riona, Firebolt, the Tiger Resolve, and then leave those two last. I put another, I mean I didn't put it there, but I equipped that Firebolt Plus. It automatically puts there another one. You don't really need Hands of Abyss, but might as well put it on for, if you don't have enough special accuracy for 210, you might as well put it on. So because I don't know what to put in here. Like there's really nothing I really need for Riona for the 4th spot, so I just leave whatever. All right, so now let's go Emergency Evade. Swap to Riona. I'm gonna go slow here because I don't have to worry about the buffs runs out, just so I can show you guys. Now go these two. Swap, Nino, Reaper, Tiger Resolve, Reaper, Emergency Evade. Ah, it takes too long, it runs out, but it's okay. Now going back to the last two. Firebolt plus, Bulwark. Firebolt plus, Bulwark. Firebolt plus, Bulwark. Firebolt plus, and Bulwark. Now Riona has to be leading because she's the one gonna use Wits End. So now the buffs are pretty much done. Go back to Light Wolves. Depends on your accuracy. You can use Skyrim as well. It's not a problem. You can use any weapon you want. Pretty much, it works fine. Any like, you can even use the Earthshaker if you want to, if you have enough accuracy. So now I'm gonna swap off my Light Wolves. One thing you'll need is the normal Galvanize. This is the ticks that you'll need, the SP recovery plus 50, 100, and then etc. And then Mind Break. Defense, skill minus 10%. When you hit the Mind Break, you have to use the double circular to break it. Then you have to pause there for a second. Then you can do the 4-4 connect, because if you don't use double circular, you can't break the after the mind break. So Blade Dance, Hawkeye, that's for 210. I have it set up for other raids, so I didn't have the same one. Now the other thing is, let me switch back Riona's real quick. It's the same thing as usual. I think I went a little bit too fast, but I'm gonna go slow it down a little bit this time. Like the wits end setup is the same. There's not much change. You still need special accuracy customizations as high as you can. Other than that, yeah, pretty much good to go. The next thing is I'm gonna talk about the customizations. Now the customization, if you don't need accuracy, then you can run these with the Abyssal Gauntlet and Ring of Tranquility. If you need accuracy with the one sword dance, you will need the Abyssal Ring, because it is much better to use either one of those. But the Abyssal Ring is actually really powerful as well. It's not as weak as other stuff, but the Abyssal Ring and Ring of Tranquility, those two are your best choice for it. And that's pretty much it. The 4/4 setups are the same, you know, Incarnation and the boots. So that's pretty much it. The passive, Rising Spirit, Hawkeye, Evil God for 10% strength, Blade Dance. So we're stacked 2 Blade Dance. I would stack 3 if the Godrobe doesn't take 2 buffs out. We don't have any like rooms left for the Godrobe, so just use 1. It should be enough to kill pretty much anything so fast. Now the last thing you need is pretty much change these passives. I mean not passives. The persona for whatever raids you need. So for example, this is I'm doing 210, then I'll definitely need a nimble. And then Riona, go to Prodigy. To be honest, it doesn't matter which one you put on, because you have the, if the fight is longer than a minute or something more, when the speed goes, when the speed disappears, then you'll need Prodigy. It's much better to have Prodigy. Now 522 is not enough for 210. It's about 5. I use 540 something, like sometimes 535 I'm still missing. So Ring of Tranquility, I mean Abyssal Ring. So 546, that's good. And then don't forget to eat your strength food. And then you're pretty much good to go. This is the same setup for the shine or double. You want to put the same, whatever you put on Star Buzz, you put the same one in the double circular. Also, double circular, level 2 and 3, the shine, if you can connect them, it's a really good combo after do a Star Buzz and repeat this. But it is so hard to pull it off because the timing, the branching, the skill. But the shine, the shine can almost hit as hard as one Star Buzz. So if you really good at timing level 2 and level 3, definitely prefer. I mean, I do it all the time, but I can't pull it off every time, so that's gonna be the problem. That also affects how fast you kill it with the RNG. You have to affect the chains, and this, how well can you branching it? Can you hit it every time with a branching skill? So if you can hit it, yeah, it will be really fast. But if you can't, then you'll just be using the level 1 version. But it's ultimately preferred to use level 2. Level 3 is not necessary, but mostly just level 1 to do the most DPS to, you know, combine with Star Buzz. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. Everything should be similar, and this will be a lot more detailed than the previous 3 version, I suppose. But it is good, you know, to explain some of the stuff. Hopefully it helps. Like I say, you know, these aren't as easy as it looks. It does take a lot of practice, you know, to get the time to get like used to the buffs and stuff, change. So this is not like the 1 down kill buff is not the easiest thing to learn in the out of probably the most OP's, you know, builds out of anything, like in terms of DPS, you know, boss killing, speed kill. But other than that, yeah, I hope this video helps. If there's a 4.0 version in the future, yeah, I'll figure it out. But for the time being, I'm just gonna call 3.5 because 4.0 isn't not quite there yet. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you got any more questions, leave in the comment section like usual. Until next time.